Hello, everyone. Greetings from Sydney, Australia. Sorry I couldn't be with you live in person, but I look forward to meeting you all in November as you start your official learning program component of Vietnam Redwood. And the program is called the Leadership Challenge. My name is George Gerdos, everybody, and I'm the Learning and Capabilities Development Manager for Novartis Pharmaceuticals Australia. And I'm going to take 10 minutes of your time to introduce you to the learning, which is the Leadership Challenge, a little bit more about the two-day program that you'll be undertaking in November and what will be happening after the program. I'm not going to spend 10 minutes looking at you through the camera and seeing how large my head is. I'm going to jump onto some slides and take you through a little bit of the information of the program. Hopefully now you're seeing the Leadership Challenge workshop, and this is the core learning of your leadership component when it comes to the M1 program. The Leadership Challenge is one of the most validated leadership models in the world, and it's my pleasure to be bringing this learning to you and working through the workshop and taking you through the program. Before I get into the program, I just want to say hello and introduce myself. Obviously, I've got a couple of photographs here where I'm looking better. I'm in that, no, I'm not in that soccer one there, but I just give you a little bit about my background. I do have a passion for learning, and as you can see up here, my motto in life is learn something new every day, you'll be better for it. And so I always challenge everyone to make sure they learn something different every day. As I mentioned, I work for the business here in Australia for Novartis Pharmaceuticals, and my role looks after things from the top talent programs to all our management programs. I'm also an official M1 coach. So for some of you, you may have experienced the M1 Lead the Way program, and I've been lucky enough to work in Australia and across the region. I'm Australian born, and I was born a very long time ago. That's why I don't have much hair left, and it's gone a very funny colour. Very white, as my daughter says. And I also got married a few years ago as well, and I've got a wife, as it says here, that still wants to be with me, and I've got two children, my 17-year-old son, Mitchell, and my 15-year-old daughter, Tanith. My wife, Fiona, has been with me now for 23 years, and as you can see, we both got married when we were already very old. I've been with Novartis for 9 years, so I've been with the Australian business. And in those 9 years, I've worked in Australia, but I've also delivered programs in over 15 different countries for Novartis around the world. And I've been lucky enough to travel to Vietnam to work with the original Vietnam Redwood cohort. I've also worked in the past, my career is with Coca-Cola, News Limited, one of the largest media businesses in the world, Eli Lilly in the pharmaceutical industry, AAPT, a telecommunications company, Trafalgar in travel in Europe, and I started life as a teacher, New South Wales Education, so that's our state education board here in Sydney. My passion in life, so if you want to keep me talking, let's talk football, soccer, and you can see my favourite team over here, the Liverpool Football Club from England, are my favourite team. I love to travel, so that's why I am so excited to be returning to Vietnam, and I have a passion for chocolate, and that's probably why I have such a big face, and my body, unfortunately, is just as big because of my passion for chocolate. But that's enough about me. Let's talk about the program, which is the Leadership Challenge. Now, it's the book that I'm showing you here is actually its 6th edition, and the program is based on this particular book, The Leadership Challenge, written by James Couzes and Barry Posner. The program has some real key essentials here, and I just want to walk you through a couple of these so you feel confident about what you're about to undertake. I've got an infographic here that just sort of reflects what it's all about. So what is the Leadership Challenge about? It's an evidence-based leadership philosophy. So it's based on interviews, surveys, case studies of leaders, and they share the behaviours that allow them to rise to the top. The goal of this particular program is to help the leader mobilise others to want to get extraordinary things done. So it's about how you lead yourself and how you can lead others, very much so. And it's evidence-based. highly, want to reinforce that with you. It's based on these 5 practices, and these 5 practices will become part of your language over the next 12 months. Model the way, inspire a shared vision, challenge the process, enable others to act, and encourage the heart. These 5 key practices are what great leaders do all the time. And we are going to learn about them in our program, and we're going to find out which ones you're strong at and which ones you need to develop. The way we find out which ones you're strong or develop is through the LPI. This is the Leadership Practices Inventory. This is a survey of yourself and people that you have selected as your raters and observers, and they will rate you against the practices. What I love about this survey is that it has already over 3 million people, or nearly 3 million people, who have participated in this Leadership Practices Inventory, LPI. And it's one of the most widely used 360-degree leadership assessments in the world, and it measures how often leaders demonstrate these key practices. It is closely aligned for those people in the group who have done the 360 for Novartis, the leadership framework. So I can take you through the connection there between those, but it is the most valid 360 tool on leadership in the world. And you're going to be very lucky to get access to this and to find out what you're good at and where you can develop. The great thing about these leadership practices is if you practice them, engagement increases. So by practicing exemplary leadership, there are 30 to 40% higher engagement amongst team members. And in studies of over 100,000 leaders, a leader's behaviour accounts for up to 37% of engagement. So more than a third of your of engagement is based on your behaviour, and this is what you'll find out, and this is what you'll learn to control. The book itself has sold more than 2 million copies, and you'll be lucky enough there is a book that's available for you. For those people who love to research, to read the data, it's available for you in the office. We've organised to have one sitting there for this group to have access to. What is it all about? It's about you learning to be a great leader. And as the quote here from the authors Kouzes and Posner states, leadership is not for the anointed few. Leadership is not about personality, it's about behaviour, an observable set of skills and abilities that can be learned. And the idea here is it's not genetic. You can learn to be a great leader. And this program validates that. And I am so proud to have the chance to work with you and to introduce you to those key concepts and help guide you through this. These 5 practices and 10 commitments, as I said before, will become part of your language. So as you see them here on the screen, you'll become very, very comfortable with each of them, and you'll work out which ones that you're really good at and which ones you'll need practice on. So just to tell you about what comes up next is the Leadership Practices Inventory. As part of the program, you'll have to complete a 360, and in the program, you'll get your results. So those results, as an example here, is demonstrated, and those results will demonstrate how you scored yourself, what the overall average was, what the manager ratings were, what the direct report ratings were, what your co-workers, what your others may have very well have been. Don't worry for those people who don't have direct reports, it is still applicable. It's this deep data and comments that you'll receive that will help you really work out where to improve and where you should continue to use your strengths, which is what you're good at. So what's next? About 5 weeks before the program, you will need to set up your LPI, your Leadership Practice Inventory, and that is you undertake the self-assessment and enter your raters. This is all done through email and links that you will receive, and you will be able to access the site and you'll be able to enter all the information. After you've started your assessment, can I ask you all to follow up with your raters, that is your observers, to make sure that they have completed the assessment on you. The more raters, the observers you put into the system, the better your feedback. So can I encourage you to put lots and lots of people in, all right? But then you have to chase those lots and lots of people. Another task that will happen before the workshop is approximately 2 weeks before the program. You will receive and need to complete individual pre-work, which you'll bring to the program. I will send that email to you, and I'll give you further instructions. We get to meet in November at the workshop, and following the workshop, you'll have to debrief the program and the assessment with your manager and/or direct reports. You've got to commit to an action development area, and we start our one-on-one coaching journey. So again, I've been fortunate enough that I'll be working with you one-on-one and coaching you through your LPI and your selected action development area. So that's basically the slides. So I hope that's given you an insight in what's coming. I look forward to seeing you all in person in November. If you have any questions in between now and then, please contact Nu, and she can reach out to me. But other than that, I wish you the very best between now and November, and look forward to seeing your smiling faces in Ho Chi Minh.